Sorry, my other video cut out on me. The last form that we're going to be talking about is vertex form. Vertex form, as you can imagine, tells us where our vertex is. We still have a set of parentheses, but that set of parentheses is going to be squared. And just like in factored form, we're going to be taking the opposite value of this number that's here, except we have these h's and k's. So if I have a parabola that, let's say, has the function or the equation y equals negative 6x plus 3 quantity squared minus 9, I know that my parabola opens down because my a value is negative, and my vertex is at negative 3, and then the outside number stays the same. And this should look familiar from when we were doing transformations back in, I believe it was chapter 5. We know from this plus 3 that we have moved left 3 units and down 9. Many of you wanted to make your transformations by putting it up in the exponent, but this exponent is not our x. Remember that anything that is grouped with the x is what is moving our parabola left and right, and always in the opposite direction of the sign. So another example of vertex form, if we were to have directions that say write an equation of a parabola with vertex at 0, 4 and opens up. We could write many different equations for this, but all we need is one. We know that it opens up, so I could put any positive value I want in front of my parentheses, or I don't need to put anything at all. So I'm just going to go ahead and start by making my parentheses. Since my x value is 0, x minus 0 squared, and then a positive 4. Now usually we will not see x minus 0 in our parentheses. We will just see this as x squared plus 4, which can be very easily confused for standard form as well, because this actually is standard form. So we would know that we have a y-intercept of 4 from what we learned on the previous video about standard form. One more. Same thing, write an equation. We'll say opens down. Vertex is at negative 6, 2. So the equation for this, since it opens down, I just put any negative number or just put a negative sign out in front of my parentheses. I have a negative 6, so I'm going to write x plus 6 quantity squared, and I have a positive 2, so plus 2. Obviously, I will be home the whole rest of the day. I will periodically be checking my email, so if you do have a question about any of this, please feel free to email me either during class or at the end of class during your homeroom. I expect you to be working in your green packet, so please ask the substitute for your green packets back. They should be sitting on my desk. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. See you tomorrow.